wait for these people to get across the road, going at no speed whatsoever. He's threatening to run in the back of me. So we've got a hotel here. Just intrigued as to what's further down there, but I don't think there's anything farm-wise. So this is the hotel. Wow, look at this place. Shame this isn't for sale, I'd buy all this instead. Never mind the farm. Oh, it's brought us out right where we needed to be anyway. The shop is just through there. We're back at this farm, but now we've got to answer that question. Is any of it living area? I mean, it's a bit silly buying a farm with no living area, isn't it? But I'm not seeing anything. Tell you what, while we're on the dirt bike, let's nail it down. See the full extent of this field. It is massive. Look at it, it's still going. The corn's taller than me, which is not difficult, I have to admit. Oh, bushes, I hate bushes. You can never see what's the other side of them. And that is amazing. Look at that. It's just a wall of crop. Then on this side, there's loads of grass and trees. Beautiful. But the one thing we seem to be missing is somewhere to live. It's not a deal breaker. I don't mind shacking up in a tent or something for a while. Oh, just realised without knowing it that we're right opposite the fishing place. I own this land. I think I'd be able to fish it without even owning that place. But if it's a good business, then it may be worth looking into where we've got the money. Oh, it's a tough decision, this. This field has got me interested. It has to be said. To have a field of this size, I mean, let's jump off and check the information on it. 23 acres. The other field's only 2.5 acres, basically. But this one more than makes up for it. We've got room to build by the river, should we so choose. So that's the field next door. That's the sorghum field, and I believe sorghum is something that horses can eat. So we might even be able to look at getting horses pretty early on, if we wanted to. Of course, that obviously didn't work for the previous owners. It's just crazy. There's got to be somewhere. There must be somewhere. I mean, can we really pass this up? They do still have a horse here. Didn't realise that when I looked at it before. But the only thing is I wonder if it's this house here. I'm gonna have to get out my map and just check the extent of the land when you buy it. So if we go to farmland, we click on it, And I don't think it does. Oh, it does. It is this house. It is definitely there, isn't it? Right on the edge of the boundary of the land. So you must get a house with it. I thought for the price that you had to. Hey, it's not bad as well. And it comes with a nice garden, which again has not been mowed for quite a long time. I'd say it's up to my knees, which probably isn't that high really. I've only got little legs. But there's plenty of grass here. I don't know if we're supposed to be behind here, so I better go and speak to the estate agent, but I think this is the one. I don't know if anybody is in here who has an alternative opinion to that, but I think this might be the farm. You've got about 30 seconds on chat to help me make the decision. Otherwise, I will just bite the bullet and go and do it. And the trouble is, it won't leave us much money to get the place tidied up. Because, of course, if we buy it, I assume the current owners will take away their horse. So, let's go to the estate agents and see what they think. That would have been probably a deal clincher if we didn't get the house with it. I think we'd have been struggling with that one. And that house does go quite close to the river as well, which I do like. So we'd have 140,000 and a bit of change left in the kitty, but one heck of a field. And I mean, we're going to have to rent the harvester, I think, in the first instance, but we definitely got a good place there. And the fields around as well. If we look at this, field 15, we can't afford it now, but it is gigantic. All of these fields here have so much potential. And if we wanted to branch out to some smaller fields, there's these here, and we could build a bridge across. You know, it is possible. And I think we could potentially even sell this house and get a better house. So I'm going to do it. Decision is made. 359,000. We are buying a farm. Yes, there it is. It's done. Should have checked chat before, but nobody's objected, so we're okay. It's only taken us an hour to come to a decision, but never mind, eh? So, next job is to the shop, because we're going to need some equipment to tidy up the yard. We're not going to have much money left by the end of this, although we are going to have to lease most of it, because that 140,000 will not go very far. Now, urban sheep. Perhaps that was a hint at what we should be doing. Is this where the shop is? I think it is. Yep, there's a dealership. It's got a beautiful John Deere tractor in there. We can't afford a John Deere, I don't think. A little bit beyond us. Sorry, didn't mean to stand on your desk. Right, let's see. So, the first thing that I took notice of was that we have got a very messy farm. So we are going to need something to mow it. So we're definitely going to need a mower. it ever load up. We only want to go for the cheapest one, to be honest. So that will do for that. Then tractor-wise, we can't afford a tractor, so we're going to have to lease one. But I think we'll go for one of the larger tractors, but one of the cheaper ones. And I think the New Holland is the one to go for, simply for the price. If we lease it, it's not going to be totally crippling. Basically, £4,500, and then we'll be just spending out a little bit more every day. But hopefully, we'll be able to absorb that into that 140,000 or whatever's left of that when we've finished going over the farm. So that's the tractor sorted. So what else will we need at the moment? Well, we're probably going to need a animal carrying device so that we can get one of the two animal houses, probably the horses. So what do we want? So at the moment, we haven't got a lot of money, so I think, so that will get 2 horses in, which is okay. That's 16,000. And then we're going stupid prices, aren't we? So I think we'll go with one of them, but do we buy it or lease it? Let's lease it for now, because I think we'll save up and buy a better one at a later date. So we're not going to use it very often. In fact, actually, we may end up using it more for chickens than for horses. I don't know. What else are we going to need? It's the combine harvester, really, to make sure that we're ready for... it's not going to be a very expensive one at this stage, I don't think. There are some reasonably cheap ones here, but they won't hold much in terms of capacity, which will be a bit of a pain. So the Dominator at 36,500 looks to me to be the one. So we're not going to pay 150 quid for a warning triangle. I like that one. I'm happy with the colours. So that would be that, I think. Do we buy it? Yes, because we're always going to need it, because we're always going to be doing crops, aren't we? So if I go to our garage now and to the harvesters, no, I don't want to sell it. What I wanted to see was the combinations, but since they're not there, I'll have to go to it through the shop one. So combinations, that's what I wanted. Well, that's a bit worrying. Why did it come out of there? I didn't want to do that. So the Dominator says it can do corn. As does that one. But it doesn't have a corn. So what do we do with that? So we've got to buy that whatever, because we've got to do the sorghum harvest with it. But I am a bit concerned here that whatever I buy won't fit it. So, are any of these code headers going to fit? I mean, there must be a way of doing it, surely. So, I'm going to try that one, and we'll have to just return them if it's wrong. So, bye. Okay, so let's go and see what's outside. So we don't want to be in that. We don't want to be in that. We want to be in that. So we'll get this on here, and then it's the moment of truth with the other one. So that's onto the header. The other thing is, I have no idea whether this harvester, please, pretty please fit. I think we're okay. It's attached. Let's question. Will it tow? It will. Aren't you a clever boy? Now the next thing is, how do we get out of here? Because we ain't doing it very easily, that's for sure. So, I think what we'll do is we'll get the tractor home first. Just give myself a bit more of a vision. Ooh, nearly ended up in the building. So that's the mower, which is going to be vital for tidying up around the farm. So overgrown with weeds and stuff that we're going to have to sort that out and maybe get the old concrete mixer out. Fortunately, I'm a dab hand at concreting, so we might be able to sort the floor out because there was a lot of potholes. Although, with only having a dirt bike and a tractor, both were pretty adept at handling the potholes. Certainly at the speeds we're going to be driving at the farm. Very long-winded way of buying a tractor and some stuff, but hey-ho. Well, this is interesting little bit of land, and I'm quite happy that I've got it. That's all I can say on the matter. I haven't decided yet where we're going to store everything. But as it's the only thing we've got at the moment, I'm pretty sure the horse box can have pride of place. Mainly because I can't remember where was best for it, so we'll just put it in there. If I can straighten it up in time, which anybody knows my reversing, they know that anything can happen when you do this. And oh, tell you what, whichever way I turn it, it's always the wrong way. There's a 50-50 chance. You can't flip a coin that many times and be wrong as many times as I am wrong. But we've parked it up for now. And well, actually, we'll just leave the tractor here for now. We'll go back, get the dirt bike. That needs to go back. Won't take long to get this back. It's a good job it's walking distance. Drop the dirt bike by the house. That's awesome. Look at that bit of space there. It's a good job we've got this house, isn't it? I'd have been a bit stuck without it. So, sadly, can't look inside, but it's okay. I mean, it's nice. I reckon we could build a better one. But we'll not worry about that now. We'll go get the combine harvester. Now this is going to be an adventure. I can't drive a combine harvester, let alone a combine harvester with a trailer. What is going to happen now? I have no idea. Let's zoom out so we can see what we crash into. At least it's a small trailer. That's one small mercy. Well, look at that. That was almost done like a pro. You will not see that very often. We get ourselves full speed ahead, which is not very fast. That's one advantage actually of living here, is that you're not going to come across many cars. There's a few houses either side of us here. So they're there. People are going to be coming in and out of them, but we don't touch the main road at all. That main road is horrendous. It is so busy, and certainly I think if I lived at the other farm, I'd definitely be making sure that everything that I bought got home delivered. So it's going to be a bit tight getting around this farm. And since all the fields at the moment are right at the back, we're definitely going to want to put these as near to the back as we can. So let's just jump out and have a quick think about this, because I don't think the combine's going to fit in there, so it might have to go there. So that might be the only option for it. Ah, yes, there's this place. That would do for a combine harvester. It's a nice big door. A nice big open space. Not convinced it's meant for combine harvesters. It appears to be something more for the horses, but I think the combine will go nicely in there. Big enough for an area to turn around. Yeah, so that's where it's going. We don't need it quite yet because the fields are not ready for harvest just yet. It better fit through that door now with the header on. I'll cry if it doesn't. It is actually quite tight looking at it. This could be an embarrassing fail. Go on. It's not going to fit. Oh, it's gone through. Well, I did not think that that was going to go through. Perhaps I should have given myself a wider berth now, because I've just crashed into the wall. So what I want to look at now is where that header trailer's going to go. Well, I thought we'd turn it around nice and easy in here, but it's not looking likely at the moment. This might have been a mistake. Yeah, I think it was, because we've got the header trailer on. It's definitely a mistake. How do we get out of this one? Oh, that's a way of doing it. Let's do that. So I think the corn will probably be the first thing we have to harvest. So I think the next thing that we we're going to have to do. Just bear with me while I think, I know it's heavy, but I think I can just about move it back on its wheels, possibly. So that is not the best place. I think I'm going to have to find somewhere better for that, but it's there for now. Maybe I should have just parked it where it originally was. Or we could sort of like build onto the end of here eventually. But I have got to go back to the tractor because I've remembered something else. We need to drop that mower. I think I'll drop it over here in this grass because we've got to use the mower to clean up the place. But we need a trailer to collect the harvest stuff, don't we? So that is something I never thought about before. And then we can have a good look around the stables and the pig area. Oh, Mr. Turner. Should look behind me, but I'm pretty sure there's no one there. That was close. So I'll just go and look at the trailers quickly. Press the right button. Trailers for sale or rent. Rooms to let, 50 cents. Right, so 18,000 would get me a massive one, which would be handy for the corn, but we don't need anything that big really for the sorghum. So let's go back. Well, I know it's not very good, but I'm thinking of going for that one. So what is that one? So 8 square meters, 10. Do you know what, that holds more? So we'll buy that. Leaves us 60,000 to sort ourselves out with any other equipment that we want, which will come across day by day. But I mean, priority at the moment is just to get rid of all the weeds around the place, and then tomorrow could be an unexpected harvest, really. Well, we could safely say now that we have a home. That is something. I'll have a quick look at the horses and the pigs again, because we had a look around before, but now we can actually get into the buildings because we own them. I am quite excited to see what we can do with the place. Really, it's all going to be very interesting. I mean, doesn't help that I haven't parked the animal one particularly well. If I'd have parked the animal one particularly well, this one would have been well parked, but there we go, we're in. That's all we needed from that. So, but I just want to say thank you very much for watching it. For those of you who've watched it during the stream, I hope you've left a like. And for those of you who watch it after the event, I just hope that you'd like the video, send me a comment just to give me a bit of encouragement. That'd be really great. And I'll see you next time, which will probably be Thursday night. With no guarantees, that's when I'm thinking. That is the next time I'll come back to Attingham Park. And by then we might see a completely different place. Or we might see the same place and make the changes together. I'll have a think about it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, see you again. Goodbye.